We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin.
On today, Faithful Acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is from the Scoville brothers, it is, so look at this, right? You see the hat, you see these colors, okay? And then you see a white text on a black background, says Scoville brothers. And then you see this sort of cream thing that says hot sauce. Now, I mentioned in the written review, which is available in the description down below, that I thought that was the name of the sauce, but you can see there, in that same color scheme, which kind of gets lost here, it almost looks like a stripe, but we have Reggae. So that's what this is. It is the Reggae hot sauce. I don't know who Dangerous Doug Scoville is. This is out of Indiana. I don't know if I've had another sauce out of Indiana before. But I definitely may keep my eye out for more from these guys because I really enjoyed this sauce. So, water, mango, vinegar, yellow Scotch bonnet pepper mash. We've got sugar, red Scotch bonnet pepper flakes, xanthan gum, salt, and spice. The spice is the more Caribbean vibe. And you can see there's a lot of little bits and lovely pieces in there. Sometimes the red ones will show up. I have until October next year to eat this. There's no sticker on this, but very, very interesting looking sauce. You can see it's super watery. Like, it is way runny. There is xanthan gum, so it's not... It does have a little bit of that aspect to it, but it is not overwhelming, certainly. And you would need it, actually, on this if you want to keep all that together. Of course, we have the restrictor cap. It makes a lot of sense on this sauce. This would be very difficult to use without it. So you can see, super, super watery. Pour drop by drop, and we're going to call it good right there. All right, so you can see we have a lot of little bits and pieces. It's kind of this sunflower yellow maybe to a light orange sauce almost, I would say. Very, very interesting. I'm a little undecided actually on whether I like this color. I do like that it tends towards orange, sunflowery sort of a thing. To me, it's not super visually appealing, just to be honest, but it also is not a complete turn-off either. You know, like the El Yucateco, that really fake green that they do. That one is, I actually find that the opposite of appetizing. And I mean, it matters, you know, there's people that say you eat first with your eyes and then with your mouth, you know, but... And I suppose that does, as far as an experience, that does, I think, sort of heighten things. So definitely has an impact and influence part to play. So we can see it does not like to stick to the spoon. That does not like things stuck to, like, at all. So, all right, let's get on into it. Man, Scotch bonnets are a beautiful flavor. And this is just gorgeous. I can't get over how good this sauce tastes. Like, it is super flavorful. Little bit of mango there. I'm not actually getting a lot of mango there. I just mostly Scotch bonnet. And a little bit of a vinegar hit there. Very, very nice. It's really fascinating to me which flavors will come out, which are kind of under the surface, just depending on the context you have it in. But I mean, it is fairly astringent to be doing a lot of that by itself. All right, we have here, so Caribbean, I'm thinking jerk chicken, right? But I can't find any. So, and I'm not going to make any because I was going to say lazy. But it is, as you can see behind me, in the middle of summer still. We're clawing our way towards fall at this moment, but it is still, like, we're in the triple digits right now as I'm filming this. And so anyway, I found this blackened chicken. I've had it before on this channel for other things. This is from Tyson. I like this quite a lot. There is no breading at all. It is just the chicken chunks here. So this is as close as I could find to like a Caribbean blackened chicken. I guess I could have gotten Popeyes and got their blackened chicken too. But this was much easier. And this is really quite good. I don't know, it's better than Popeyes or even as good. But it is, for a frozen chicken, it's really quite nice. Oh man. Get that sweetness, that little bit of mango in it. Man, that is beautiful. It's not crazy hot or anything. It's just Scotch bonnets, but like his cousin, the old habanero, there is some really nice build. I mentioned the review. I think there's an apple cider in here. It almost feels like there's I wonder if it was maybe in the mash. There's almost a bit of that aspect to this. Anyway, I think I've come to terms pretty much with habanero. It's not one of my favorites still. The red Savinas I like best of all of the habaneros, but green and orange I think are mostly okay. But I certainly like them a lot more than I did 10 years ago or 15 years ago. But I've always loved Scotch bonnets. And it's weird to me, that sort of dichotomy there. This is kind of the issue with this sauce too. I really like a lot more on this chicken, but because it's so watery and so runny, it is making it struggle. I guess that's the drawback to using a chicken that doesn't have breading. Obviously breading, it gives it a little something to soak into. Here it's not sticky enough. It might be the spices too, potentially, because I don't know what the spices are. There's some unnamed spices in here. This time we're just gonna load the whole thing. But I'm quite pleased with the sauce. That mango, what they do with the mango is really fascinating here. But I love a good Scotch bonnet. Good Scotch bonnet sauce. I keep my eye for those. It's one of those peppers that, if I come across it, same as with peppadews, there's my interest. I can't say for sure I'll buy it because, you know, a lot of sauce makers like to pollute their sauces with garbage like onions, but it will have my attention. This is an interesting take on a Caribbean sauce. I don't do a lot of those or Cajun sauces either because to me they get a little too close to Louisiana style. I go through, you know, in a given year, let's see, I'll go through between a half gallon to a gallon of Louisiana style easy. And so I don't also have things like Cajun and Caribbean, which honestly winds up being a replacement for Louisiana style. And by the time I get towards the end of the bottle, I will wish I just had a Louisiana style. This one though is, you can see, I mean, I probably used 3/5 of this. This is a really, really solid thing. I think I like it actually on chicken strips better than I like it there. But I do find this a fascinating sauce. I've done it on grilled pork. I've used it on grilled chicken. I haven't tried it as a grilled sauce because it's too runny, but generally where I've tried it has worked really well. It's too loose for me to try it everywhere. You know, like I was saying in the written review. Just the runny sauces, that is always a problem with those. That's why if something has a consistency of like maple syrup, to me and I mean like pure maple syrup, to me it's just too runny. That's why you see me actually move to drinks a few times during the course of this year. It's 2022 as I film this. I probably will get this up within 2022, I would imagine also. But that's all I'll see. We'll see. You know, I move around to drinks and I try to just keep things fresh and find different applications. But the really runny sauces, like if you're using them on pizza, if this was reduced down a bit, you definitely could start applying it to pizzas and some of the other things as well. As it is now, I think it would just, I don't like soggy crusts on pizza, like at all, so that's kind of what's holding me back there. But I mean, as far as other applications, definitely, I think this extends probably beyond. I don't see any any suggested usages, which I think is a bad thing to do. This label honestly is poor. The sauce itself is really, really good, but they, I think, need to redesign this label completely. Put some food suggestions on there, and if you want to do this, you have to change the brightness of the colors quite a bit, or move the word hot sauce much, much smaller so that reggae becomes the focus. Doing it like this, it's easy to get lost. But aside from that, definitely Scoville Brothers is somebody now that I will be watching. This is my first sauce from them, and it was really, really quite nice. So, but anyway, there you have it. The Scoville Brothers Reggae Hot Sauce.
Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.